Hello, so in today's video we're going to talk about the importance of front-loading your mental skills and how you can front-load your mental skills. Great athletes like Tiger Woods, this is something that they all do. It allows them to thrive in pressure moments and to seize the opportunities that get presented to them. So let's dive right in and look at the 3 ways and areas that can help you front-load your mental skills. Number 1 is front-load the mental skill of attention. And this is really important because your attention is the core to everything, the core to all your mental skills, the core to your ability to be able to perform whether there's pressure or no pressure. And in order to be able to utilize your attentional skill set, which as I said is paramount, you have to have trained it. You have to have purposely trained it. You can't wait for a moment to present itself and then hope you have the skill set of attention that's going to help you to execute what you need to in that moment. And so a perfect example of how you front load this skill set is choose to do some meditation over maybe scrolling through social media, right? Making the choice to do something that actively trains your attention versus something that does not actively train your attention and in fact hurts your attentional skill set and degrades it. And these choices like that I just mentioned are a part of front loading your skill. Every day you are presented with numerous amounts of small choices and small opportunities to train a mental skill that's going to help you when you're out there performing. And you get to make that choice to either train it or not to train it, and either to front load the skill or not front load the skill. And those choices add up, and the small choices you make are going to make a huge impact on whether or not you're going to be able to seize the opportunities that get presented to you in those big moments. Number 2 is purposely practice being able to focus through distractions. So front load the skill set of being able to focus through the distractions. So it does tie back into attention, but obviously a little bit more specifically in terms of dealing with the distractions that are a natural part of playing a sport. So for example, if you are a basketball player and you're practicing your free throws, purposely practice your free throws with somebody creating some form of distraction. That could be a foghorn, it could be, waving their hands, just making sounds, simulating different ways of kind of creating some form of distraction for you so you are actually having to train to be able to focus through them. If you're not training to be able to focus through the distractions, you're not really setting yourself up for success when you're in a game to be able to focus through the distractions that are going to exist in that game. And especially the older you get and maybe the further you go with your sport, more distractions are going to be a part of the equation. And so you have to really purposely train yourself to be able to be present and to focus through those various distractions. And as I said, it also ties into small things in life, being able to make small choices that help you to focus through distractions. There are distractions away from your sport and in your practicing time, and you get to make that choice. Do you make a choice to help you elevate that skill set or to not elevate that skill set? But as I said, you can also really purposely simulate those distractions when you're practicing something specifically for your sport, and that's a great way to front load a skill set. Number 3, to help you front load a skill set for when your role changes. And your role is going to change as an athlete. It's going to change if you're on a team and you may not always have the same role within a team that you want. And your role as an athlete is going to change. At some point, your role and your relationship with a sport is going to change, whether you stay within the sport and become a coach or some other position, or you walk away from the sport. At some point your role is going to change, and so you have to front load the skills to deal with that reality that at some point your role with your sport is going to change. And one of the ways that you can front load that skill is to, at this time, start to think about what value do you have, or it comes from this journey that you are on that is beyond just the results that you're getting or just a certain role you have on a team or being an athlete. And a great example of this could be seeing the value that you bring in helping other people improve and become better, being a great teammate, helping the community. So these are great things to start to look at, because you need to start to see that there is value and you have value outside of what you are doing on the court, on the field, on the ice. Because as I said, at some point, your role is going to change, and you have to be able to see that your value is much deeper and wider than just what you are doing at this present moment.